Hello everybody, it is the Andy051 here, and welcome to this week's episode of Card Friday. This week we're going to talk about Dumbledore's Warning. Yes, you heard me right, Dumbledore's Warning. So, anyways, enough with the jokes. It's Solemn Warning. As we know, this card has just got hit and went down to 1 today, since it's March 1st. Yeah, so I'm gonna talk about some cards to replace. I know this video was kind of bit late on the fact that other YouTubers probably already did one like this, but I don't care. I'm my own pace kind of person. So this card's effect says when a monster will be summoned or when a trap or spell card or a monster's effect is activated that includes an effect that special summons a monster, pay 2,000 life points, negate the summon or activation, and if you do, destroy that card. So this card is probably one of the best summon negation spells because other cards really don't have this part to it. A spell, trap, or a monster effect that includes the effect that special summons a monster. They only have when a monster would be either summon or special summon negated, which means that you cannot negate cards such as Monster Reborn, Call of the Haunted, um, what other cards are there? Tour guide and stuff. And let's go on to the end. So yeah, we're not gonna look at Malefics right now. Anyway, Solemn Warning. So, and some cards like that are Solemn Judgment, Black Horn of Heaven, and Chaos Trap Hole. So this card, it negates spell or traps. It doesn't negate monster effects. So thus it cannot really negate gores. And it's also down to 1, and you pay half your life points. So it's like basically double the cost of the warning. Unless if you only have 2,000 life points, then yeah, Solemn Judgment is like fine with you. Um, Black Horn of Heaven, these are some good replacements for this card as long as the ones down there. So yeah, because it's down to 1. Black Horn of Heaven, when your opponent would special summon a monster, negate the special summon and destroy it. If you do destroy it, well, that card is indeed like nice, where you can negate cards like whatchamacallit, um, Malefic, Malefic monsters, Synchros, XYZ, Shein especially, because Shein, we just all hate Shein, so yeah. Not sure about you guys, but I hate Shein myself. And Horn of Heaven, when a monster would be summoned, tribute one monster, negate the summon, and if you do, destroy that monster. Yeah, Solemn Warning is when a monster would be summoned, which means including normal summon, flip summons, all that good stuff. And same with this card, but the big downside to this is you have to tribute one monster. Unless if you're tributing a token like Scapegoats, and honestly, why would you run Scapegoat these days unless if it's for Synchro? But still. Um, Yeah, it's negate normal summons, but it still doesn't negate cards that special summons other cards. So that's an issue here. Chaos Trap Hole. That card is probably one of the best alternatives against Chaos Dragon since it negates the summon of light or dark monsters and remove it from play. So it's like you drop a Red Eyes Darkness Metal, activate Chaos Trap Hole. It's cool. Goodbye Red Eyes. You lose. Well, I think they can still play if the Red Eyes is banished, but yeah, it just hurts them real bad to have their only Red Eyes banished. And these are counter trash, which means they're spell speed 3. And let's go on to the slower ones. Bottomless, when your opponent summons a monster with 1500 or more attack, destroy the monster with 1500 or more attack, and if you do, banish that card. So what you do is you set this when their opponent summons a Thunder King, you bottomless them. That does not work to Shein or Stardust because they can essentially negate this card. They can chain their effects to this card to negate it. Yeah, so same with all these cards down here, except for this one. This one's a counter trap. Why is it down there? So this one, pulling the rug. Negate the effect. Negate the activation of an effect monster whose effect is activated when the monster normal summons it even itself and destroys that effect monster. Wow, that's a lot of effects. One, two, three, four. Okay, that's four. Okay. Some reason I think I read six for some random reason. Um, no. Yeah, there's four. Okay. Negate the activation of. Yeah, I really this card's effect really didn't sink into my brain yet. So yeah, I didn't read this one before I actually started the video. Was normal summon and destroyed. I think the problem. I'm not sure. It doesn't negate spells though. Doesn't negate spells or traps, which doesn't hit reborn and stuff. But it can still deal with bunny, I think. Yeah, I think it can still deal with bunny. Anyways, down. Now back to here, where we went over bottomless, deep dark trap hole, and level 5 or higher monster would be special summon. Banish the level 5 or higher monster. And my question is, why run this when you can just run bottomless trap hole? Because chances are that level 5 or higher is going to have 1500 or more, and yeah, just run bottomless and destroy it, banish it. Or you can run multiple copies of this. You can run 3 and 2 bottomless. But yeah, torrential tribute. When an opponent when a monster is summoned, destroy all monsters on the field. Good effect. It's basically a dark hole, but a lot slower. That's how I look at stuff. That's how I look at it. I sometimes like really when Solemn Warning was still at 2, I run one of this and one Solemn Warning because I just don't like paying 2,000 life points. It's quite a big price to pay. And what's good is you can actually summon a monster yourself, then Torrential, and if Sangan was still viable, oh, you would go. Like, they have 3 monsters, you summon Sangan, Torrential, oh, it'll be so sad. Trap Hole, worse version of Bottomless. I wouldn't say worse, but it can when your opponent normal or flip summons. Yeah, I say it's worse. It doesn't deal with the special summon. So yeah, let's move on. Mirror of Oaths. When your opponent special summons a monster from their main deck, destroy that monster, and if you do, draw one card. This card is good against Tour Guide. It's called Tour Guide. I activate Mirror of Oath, I destroy that Tour Guide, and draw one card. So yeah, there you go. So as for how I would play this, in if I were going to play anything, I would probably like throw all these away. One Solemn Warning, if I'm going to play any. One Solemn Judgment and one Black Horn of Heaven. No, not one Black Horn of Heaven. Like run run 2 or 3 and run 2 of this. So Solemn Warning, it's just there along with a Torrential. That's how I would play it. One Solemn, one Torrential. If I would side out something, I would side out both of them for like one of these. Solemn Judgment, yeah, normal. That's stable. And Bottomless and Black Horn of Heaven. Okay. For the Black Horn of Heaven, I would just use it if like they're running 6 Samurais or a Synchro deck that involves summoning Stardust. That's what I would do. And oh, we forgot to go over Thunder King. Thunder King, yes, that card. Sangha of the Thunder. No, Thunder King, you got hit as well for some reason. So Thunder King is you basically tribute this card, then negate a special summon. That's basically what you do. And yeah, it's slow, but its effect can still be used during skill drain, which is a good thing, I guess. So, anyways, move out of the way, TK. Um, so if they're playing something like 6 Sams, I would probably normally my traps would like look like this, just with two bottomlesses. If they're playing something like 6 Sams or something, I would side this in. Take out 2 bottomlesses. If they're playing rabbits, I would just keep my bottomless in and just keep this out. Well, I might keep this out. Now, I probably would keep this in, side out the torrential, because when they go into their Logia or something, bottomless is no good against Logia. You want to use Black Horn of Heaven or Solemn Warning. So yeah, I hope this card helps, and Dumbledore. And, yeah, and we will see you guys on next week's Card Friday. This is the Andy051, and we will see you guys next time.